Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. And the Beavers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Oh, better look out! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do they do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. QB draw. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Running to Green. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about that call? You're right around fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Quick strike complete. And the Rebels get enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Rebels have taken it inside the 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a first and goal.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 40. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Oregon State Beavers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's Card. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
To the air, it's Newton. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
A little screen to the running back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them.
He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll move the wide receiver. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
It's a draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? They do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Motion from the wideout. The offense changing the play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. On the move. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, try to get his offense some positive yards.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field. 5-1. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Look out, he's got room.
Return is tackled down at the 37. And your Ole Miss Rebels will take over.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Take 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Newton. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
All right.
Defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Card. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Beavers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback running on the draw. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Newton. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. Left inches short. 4th down coming, and man, did he empty the bag. Spin, shoot, jump, jive, you name it. He tried everything. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. There he goes! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Using his feet. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw. It's Maddox. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side now. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll heave it deep. Finds a man by himself. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Beavers are rolling down the field.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Using his legs, it's Hill. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
To take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Keeps it on the draw. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. A designed run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Find some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get up.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The option look. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Mississippi State is putting on a show offensively. It feels like they've been ringing those cowbells all game. They're up by 20 over the Gophers. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. The Beavers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. He's going for the big play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W?
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Oh, and he missed it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Plucks it out of the air. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.